Alright, anyways, got the transmission fluid sensor back in. Back to the crankshaft position sensor. Where do I find it? Well, there's the oil pan. There's the drain plug underneath this front end of the truck. You're gonna look towards the just ahead of the transmission drain plug, and right above the drain plug somewhat, that's where the sensor is. Position sensor. There's the cable for it that plugs in once it's all assembled. And where am I at? Here's my new sensor. Here's my new sensor. Nice and clean. Just going to look at the screw hole to try and orient it with the hole up here. So I'm going to face it kind of down and, this way to match that angle. Stick it up in there. Ah, come on. There we go. And pretty much just gonna screw that puppy back on. Gonna hand screw it first just to make sure I'm not. Gonna hand screw it first just to make sure I am not cross-threading it in any way. Heaven forbid you mess up some threads on an engine block. Yeah, that's feeling pretty good. I've got my 10mm, looks like. Just gonna tighten that down. This is kind of a goofy way to film this. I'm literally trying to watch what I'm doing in the camera to work on this thing. Which, pro tip, sometimes you can use your phone to kind of look around and record what's going on around in your engine bay, around corners that you can't normally see. And that goes around anything, really, just fixing anything around the home. Trying to see stuff you can't normally see. Get that nice and snug on there. Let me get a better angle on it, make sure it's real good and tight. Yeah, it's a good snug. And then just going to plug this guy right back in. Yeah, that looks good. Made a little click sound, a very faint click sound. And the red clip, just gonna push that back in. You see how that locked in? That basically locks the clip, keeps it from coming unplugged. So that keeps that from coming unplugged. The screw keeps the sensor from coming unplugged. And that's it. It's really quick, really easy. Just as long as you can find it. Which again, this is the passenger side. I'm laying under the passenger side. It's right above the oil drain pan here. And yeah, pretty much to reverse that, the easier way to take it off is to remove the screw first. That way you can pull the whole wire with the clip over, and then you can kind of get that red clip back with some pliers. It basically just snaps back very slightly, which required some pliers, but again, you just get that guy back, unclip it, replace it. Pretty easy. And I'm just getting rained on right now. So I'm gonna sign off. Thanks, guys.